The leaders of the Imperial Pass, it seems, had already noticed Shi Hao's potential. They weren't saving their enemies out of mercy. They were playing the long game, ensuring that Shi Hao would grow in an environment that tests not just his strength, but his ability to understand the rules of this world and how to bend or break them when necessary. This scroll also serves as a sharp commentary on the nature of power. The Willow God, in all her might, is driven by loyalty and protection. She breaks rules to shield Shi Hao. Meanwhile, the figure behind the Imperial Pass is driven by strategy and the protection of all beings. One values love and sacrifice, the other order and survival. In the end, the scroll symbolizes a temporary truce, a stalemate, a compromise. The Willow God, who could have destroyed her enemies, instead chooses to let them go. Not because she can't defeat them, but because she knows that Shi Hao must grow on his own. His path cannot be paved by her forever. Letting go of the Immortal Palace and other enemies is also a silent preparation for Shi Hao to face them again, but next time, on his own terms. This is the beginning of a transformation, from the protected to the protector. It is also in alignment with the Willow God's prophecy. The lonely Emperor of Desolation, a vision of Shi Hao's future, suggests that he is destined to walk a path filled with challenges, isolation, and ultimate transcendence. So the decree was not just a tool of strategy, it was a turning point. It signaled the beginning of Shi Hao's true trials. It marked the moment when the Willow God, despite her immense strength and love, began to step back, allowing fate to shape Shi Hao into the man he was meant to be. Because in Perfect World, true strength is not just about power, it's about understanding the balance between freedom and rules, love and sacrifice, vengeance and restraint. And the mysterious scroll was the catalyst for that realization. And that brings us to the end of this deep dive into the mysterious scroll that even made the mighty Willow God pause. In Perfect World, every choice echoes far beyond the battlefield. What may seem like a moment of mercy is often a calculated move in a grand cosmic game. The Willow God's restraint, the decree's arrival, and the survival of Shi Hao's enemies, each thread is woven tightly into the larger tapestry of fate, war, and power. If you enjoyed exploring the hidden layers behind this powerful moment, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss future breakdowns of the most epic moments in Perfect World and beyond. What are your thoughts on the Emperor's decree? Was it true wisdom or just cold politics? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay strong, stay sharp, and keep walking the path to perfection. In the world of Perfect World, there are many legendary characters, but few shine as brightly as Goddess Liu, also known as the Willow God. She was once the supreme immortal king of the ancient era, an unparalleled giant whose name resounded across the realms. During her prime, she dared to venture alone into foreign lands, dangerous and forbidden places, and emerged 9 times. Her strength and fearlessness made her famous. But later, she was injured and descended into the lower realm, arriving in Shi Village. There she became the guardian behind Shi Hao's growth, offering silent yet indomitable protection. In the animated special dedicated to her story, Goddess Liu demonstrates her supreme might. To protect Shi Hao, she boldly takes on numerous peak-level leaders from the 3,000 states. Among them are powerhouses like the Supreme of the Immortal Palace and the Master of the Endless Bell. Even against such overwhelming opposition, the Willow God stands invincible, dominating the battlefield. But just when she is about to completely suppress her enemies, something unexpected happens. A mysterious scroll appears. This scroll halts her fierce offensive. It is not merely a piece of parchment. Its presence, its origin, and its authority spark endless speculation among fans and scholars alike. Why would someone like the Willow God, known for her independence and strength, stop because of a scroll? According to the plot, this scroll originates from the Border Wasteland. At the time, the Border Wasteland was severely understaffed, stretched thin in its defense against foreign invaders. They couldn't afford to lose any more supreme combat power, especially figures like the Supreme of the Immortal Palace. As the front line of resistance in the upper realm, the Border Wasteland's survival depends on unity and strength. Every capable warrior and sect is crucial in maintaining the defensive line against foreign lands. The scroll's message was clear. They needed these powerhouses alive. And the Willow God, despite her personal grievances and power, understood this. For the sake of the broader picture, for the sake of balance, she chose to stop. She saw the scroll, acknowledged its gravity, and reminded everyone to perform their duty in the Border Wasteland with unwavering determination. Behind this decision was a larger political and military strategy. From a deeper structural perspective, that scroll was no ordinary message. It was likely the Emperor's decree, a command issued by a great figure within the Imperial Pass. The Imperial Pass is the ultimate defense line of the upper world. Its high-level officials hold immense authority, having resisted the foreign lands for countless years. Their power is vast and their strategy meticulous. To maintain superficial unity among the sects of the upper world, to prevent internal collapse, and to ensure collective resistance against outside enemies, this is their purpose. If the Willow God had killed leaders like the Supreme of the Immortal Palace, the fragile peace between sects might have shattered. Internal war could have erupted. Foreign invaders would seize the opportunity. To prevent this, the decree intervened, an authoritative statement that forcibly ended the battle and preserved the strategic balance. Even someone as powerful as the Willow God had to consider the consequences. She had to weigh her personal mission against the survival of the world. This is the true power of the decree. It represents not justice, not morality, but cold, calculated balance. A balancing act across countless factions in a world on the brink. But from a storytelling point of view, the scroll also plants critical foreshadowing. The sects like Xiandian and Mokyuan, despite their deep feuds with Shi Hao, are not destroyed. Their existence remains, if only because they still have a role to play in the larger war against foreign lands. And yet, this moment lays the foundation for Shi Hao's future. One day, he too will enter the Imperial Pass. He will face the same foreign enemies, and he will remember this incident, the decree, the balance, the restraint.